Growing cucumber in small container. These are what cucumber seeds look like. I begin growing my cucumber plant by planting seeds in a paper cup. After sowing cucumber seeds, remember to lightly water them. For me, germination usually starts on day 3. The optimal temperature range for cucumber germination is 20 to 28 degrees Celsius. Please keep soil moist until seeds germinated. This is what the first leaves, cotyledons, of a cucumber look like. I grow my cucumber seedling in partial shade location. Cucumber true leaves start to emerge. My average water usage for cucumber seedling per cup are about 50 milliliters. I make sure to water my cucumber seedlings every day. Using bottom watering technique is a great way to water cucumber seedlings. For optimal cucumber growth, the soil pH should be between 6.5 and 7.5. I move the cucumber seedlings to a new container on day 13. The new container I use for growing cucumbers has a height of 18 centimeters and a width of 25 centimeters. You may use a bigger container than mine for planting your cucumber. The bigger the container you use to plant cucumber, the more extensive the root system can grow, leading to a larger harvest. When growing cucumber in container, make sure your planter pot have good drainage to prevent root rot. For optimal growth, cucumbers prefer to be planted in nutrient-rich soil. Soil I use for growing cucumber contain cocoa peat, red burn soil, micro, fine sand, old humus, and charcoal. Feel free to use any available growing medium that suits your convenience. Cucumbers need a substantial amount of nutrients for healthy growth. Adding a slow-release all-purpose fertilizer to the potting soil before planting can be beneficial. I also feed my plants with liquid fertilizer once a week. I usually apply fertilizer to my plants in the morning. Please keep the space around your cucumber container and the container itself weed-free. Cucumbers need a warm climate to thrive and grow properly. For optimal growth, cucumbers prefer temperatures ranging from 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Cucumbers require a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of full sunlight to thrive. During this growing season, after transferring, the average water usage per container is about 500 milliliters. Water usage varies depending on the size and type of the container, as well as the weather and climate in your area. Please make sure the soil remains moist and well-drained, without being soggy or compacted. This is very important because the success of growing cucumbers depends on consistent and ample watering. My average monthly precipitation when growing cucumbers is around 70 millimeters. My average monthly rainy day when growing cucumber are around 7 days. My maximum temperature when growing cucumber is 31 degrees Celsius. My minimum temperature when growing cucumber is 22 degrees Celsius. I grow my cucumber plants in a tropical climate. There are 2 types of cucumber plants, vining cucumbers and bush cucumbers. Vining cucumber varieties need a trellis or fence to climb. There are 2 types of cucumbers based on their use: Pickling and slicing varieties. Pickling cucumbers are short and slender, around 3 to 4 inches, with thin skin. In contrast, slicing cucumbers are about 6 to 7 inches long and feature thicker skin. Cucumbers are easy to grow and generally don't have many problems. Despite being easy to grow, cucumbers can still face problems like powdery mildew and pest infestations from cucumber beetles and squash bugs. To prevent powdery mildew, choose cultivar plants that are resistant or tolerant to powdery mildew. Water at the base of the plant, rather than on the leaves, and give each plant enough space to improve air circulation. Neem oil and potassium bicarbonate are commonly used organic solutions to control powdery mildew. A cucumber is normally considered ripe when they're medium to dark green and feel firm to the touch. Since cucumbers grow quickly, they should be picked as soon as they're ready. By picking cucumbers often, you can stimulate the plant to produce more fruit. When harvesting cucumber, do not twist or rip the fruit off the plant, or you may damage the vine. To avoid damaging the vine, use scissors to snip off fruit. First harvest cucumber weight 159 gram. If you can, harvest cucumber in the morning while the weather is still cool. The harvest time for cucumbers is typically between 45 to 50 days after planting, depending on the variety. Cucumbers that turn yellow will become bitter, so it's important to pick them while they're still green. Clean cucumbers to remove any dirt right after harvesting and use them promptly for the best flavor. Cucumbers can also be kept in the fridge, where they'll stay fresh for about 3 to 5 days. Homegrown cucumbers typically have a shorter shelf life than commercially grown ones. Some store-bought cucumbers are usually waxed to prevent moisture loss. Cucumbers often have prickly spines covering their skin, so wear gloves to protect your hand when harvesting them. Mutton biryani with cucumber salad. Thank you for watching.